Ah, okay. Hemanji, recapping because I forgot to record. This, what you see on the screen is what this chapter is going to contain. Okay. Completing the square method is not in our syllabus right now. We don't know if we will be back. I'll teach you. Like cross multiplication method, we did not learn, right? So this we are not learning right now. This is the most beautiful method, but we're not learning it right now. Other than that, everything is on the screen. Okay. These are the topics on this. We have learned standard form, word problems. Now we're going to go to solutions of quadratic equations. Solutions are, there are three methods, this, and this. Factorization, completing the square, and quadratic formula. Okay. From quadratic formula, we'll also have nature of roots. Just like we had nature of solutions in linear equation, we had, remember, intersecting lines, parallel lines, and coincident lines. Just like that, we're going to have nature of roots here also. Okay. So that's our map of the chapter. Okay. And this chapter's map is for you to help revise and also us to be on track. Okay. Now I'm moving on to telling that I have made a mistake, a very, very important mistake, a very, very big mistake. Like I did not pay attention while reading the books. What that mistake is that I told you we can use the word root or we can use the word zero of a polynomial. I told this to you last year. Am I right? Deepak, I told this, right? That root and zero of a polynomial is the same thing. I am wrong. Okay. They are two different things. And what is the difference? I'm going to tell you now. In polynomial, it is only called zero of a polynomial. Okay. This is an important understanding we need to have. It's only called zero of a polynomial. Okay. For example, p of x is equal to, Deepak, can you tell me the polynomial, yesterday's polynomial?
3x cube
3x cube
minus 4x square plus x minus 10.
Plus x minus
10, sir.
10. Okay. Now what was our zero? What was the zero that we got yesterday?
2, sir.
2. So p of 2 is equal to 3 into 2 cube minus 4 into 2 square plus 2 minus 10. That's equal to 3 into 8 minus 4 into 4 plus 2 minus 10. That's equal to 24 minus 16 plus 2 minus 10. That's equal to 26 minus 26. That's equal to 0. Therefore, x equal to 2 is a zero of the polynomial p of x. Okay. It is not root of the polynomial. I'll tell you what the difference is. Okay. That was my mistake. And I want you to note this importantly. It was not root of the polynomial. But x equal to 2 will be root of the cubic equation. Same cubic, if I take the same polynomial and I make an equation, no, when I'm talking about equation and not about polynomial, then it will be called root. That's the difference. Okay. That's the mistake which I have made. And that will be the change here. So here I'm going to write equation. Okay. Polynomial, it can be any polynomial equation. Okay. In this case, it is a cubic equation. The equation can be any polynomial equation, quadratic equation. We are learning quadratic equations. It can be cubic equation. It can be anything. Okay. Polynomial equation. Okay. Now what is happening here? It is called, here it is called root of an equation. Okay. So x equal to 2 will be the root of the equation p of x equal to 0. That is basically 3x cube minus 4x square plus x minus 10 equal to 0. Okay. This equation ka root is the same as this equation ka, this full thing is the equation, guys. I want you to pay close attention. It has an equal to sign. It has a polynomial on the left side and a 0 on the right side. Okay. This full thing is an equation. This full equation ka root is this polynomial ka, left side is polynomial, no? This polynomial ka 0. How are we feeling about this thing right now? Just nomenclature, but it is important because I have made this mistake a couple of times, so I want to just clarify this. Guys, how are we feeling this? Like, at least are we clear that root we cannot use in polynomial? We use the word root in the equation. Okay. Can I get fist to 5 in the chat box, please? Nishchay is at 0. Okay. Dikshit, let me tell. Okay. Dikshit, let me tell you. I am, when I say, previously I told you, no, you can use the word root or you can use the word 0 in polynomial. But now what I'm telling you is you cannot use the word root in polynomial. Root you are using in equation. Okay. Dikshit, that's all. Okay, we'll do a few things, you'll get more clarity, but I want you to write this down, okay, so that you understand, you know the difference. Can I get a fist to 5 from everyone? I see Riza is at 4.5. Can I get a fist to 5 from everyone in the chat box? Write this down and then put it in a box. Bindu, go ahead and unmute and tell me what you're thinking.
Sir, root we can use in the polynomial of the equation, sir.
Polynomial of an equation, what do you mean?
So that's what I understood, sir. I'm confused, sir.
Okay, leave this part out, okay? Rub this part out, no need. Now are you understanding?
Sir, root we can only use in equation.
Zero we can use in
polynomial.
polynomial. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Using this polynomial only, you're forming this equation, right?
Yes, sir.
How you're forming, you're saying p of x is equal to 0. Like that, you're forming that equation. Now that equation ka root will be the same as this polynomial ka 0. Okay? We will see. That part you don't worry about it right now. Okay? But basically, root is for equation and 0 is for polynomial. Is this getting clear? The word root is for equation and the word 0 is for polynomial. We use when there is equation between polynomial, there's no equation, so we use the word 0 instead of root. Yes, Deepak, you're right. What you've written in chat is right. Now let me make you understand what is the meaning of. Now we understood that, okay, 0 of a polynomial, we know what value I should put so that the polynomial becomes 0. Okay, that is 0 of a polynomial. But what is root of an equation? Okay, now let's come to understanding that. Root of an equation is nothing, is actually, give me a minute. Is actually nothing but root is the same as solution of the equation. Root is the same as solution of the equation. I want you to take a minute to understand this, and then I want people to raise their hands who are getting the meaning of the words. Who can tell me what is the meaning of the word solution? Who can tell me what is the meaning of the word solution can raise their hands. If I say solution of an equation, what do I mean? If I say solution of an equation, what do I mean? I want people to raise their hands if you know the meaning. Manisha, I know for 100% that you know the answer, so I don't want you to respond. Someone else. Meaning of solution, guys, just you use your linear equations idea only. Solution, the word is not going to change its meaning. Someone other than Riza and Deepak. Tulsi, Shripriya, Nishchay. Nishchay, go ahead. What is the meaning of the word solution?
Sir, it is the value of the variable which satisfies LHS and RHS.
Perfect. Because of which the equation becomes dash. If we put that value, the equation becomes dash. Nishchay, complete this.
Equal, sir.
The equation becomes
similar.
Asghar, can you complete this line? If I substitute that
Yes,
value,
yes.
the equation becomes, anyone? Manisha, you want to complete it?
Yes, sir. The equation will become true.
True. True. The equation will become true. Okay. When LHS is equal to RHS, it means it is true. Okay. If it is not equal, it means the statement is false. Okay. It means the equation is false. Yeah. Solution means basically solution. Now I'm bringing you back to the word solution of an equation. Okay. This is the same as root of the equation right now. Okay. In polynomials, it's the same. But let's write the meaning of the word solution of an equation. Means what? It is that value of a variable for which LHS is equal to RHS. That is the equation becomes true. Okay. This is our basic funda. Now this, as we go into polynomials, we need to understand that the word root also means the same. Okay. Root also means the same. Basically, fundamentally, the word root and the word solution both mean the same. Okay. My mistake was that I said the word root when we were doing zeros, but of a polynomial, but root is used with an equation. In essence, you have to do the same thing, but we'll see that. Like when you're calculating, it's not big difference. But I want you to write this down and put this in a box. Okay. This is an important thing. Right, how are we feeling about this so far? We know the understanding level, how are we? 5 to 5. Understanding level, how are we? Guys, how many people are here? Who are here? Manisha, Mansa, Dinesh, and Abhi here. Okay. Dilruba. Acha, okay. All right. How are you guys feeling? Those who are on the phone call, can you unmute and tell, please? Dilruba? Dinesh? Okay. Now here we have, I have talked about, Shripriya, I'm not getting a response from you. What am I supposed to assume? Okay. Now here we have talked about what is the meaning of root or solution. Okay. Now let's take a solution let's take an equation which we have seen before. From any of the word problems which we had, let's take one of those equations. Can anyone give me one equation? Any one equation from the word problems? Yeah, go ahead, Nishchay.
Sir, x square plus 32x minus 273 is equal to 0.
Minus 273 is equal to 0. Okay. I don't know if I can solve this or not, but let's see. Okay, this is my question. Okay, you have come to some using some you have this is the correct equation, Nishchay. This equation is absolutely correct. You sure?
Yes, sir, this is correct.
Okay, great. So using some formula, using some not formula, like using some substitution while converting the word problem to algebra, you have reached here. Okay. Now, what does x represent in this case, Nishchay? What does x represent in your particular word problem?
Sir, it's Rohan's percentage.
Rohan's present age. Okay, fine. So this is my now what we need to do to be able to find x, what do we need to do? We have to find such a value of x, some value, maybe x is equal to 5. Okay, so that LHS will also become equal to 0 because RHS is also equal to 0, right? So to find such a value, all right. Now for finding such a value, there are 3 methods. That is factorization method, completing the square method, and quadratic formula method. Okay. So there are three methods. Let's change this to solution methods. Okay, solution methods. There are three methods for finding the solution of a quadratic equation. Okay, there will be cubic equations also. There will be like 4 power equations also. There are 5 power equations also. There are negative power equations also. Right now, our chapter is only about quadratic equations. In that, there are three methods: factorization, completing the square, and quadratic formula. And you're going to learn the factorization method right now. Okay. So I want you to write the heading as solution of a quadratic equation by factorization. Solution of a quadratic equation by factorization. Okay. Write this heading. And then I want you to copy this question. Okay. Copy this question, write the question as solve. Okay. Solve, and you can write this. Okay. Solve this equation. Now, guys, by factorization, we have heard this word before. We have done a quick revision of factorization of polynomials earlier. What I am going to do is basically, this is what it's like: one polynomial p of x is equal to 0, right? Okay, guys, give me 1 second. It is like some polynomial. Guys, can you hear me? It is like
Yes,
some
sir.
polynomial. This is one polynomial, no? It is an algebraic expression having a variable. So it's a polynomial. What type of polynomial it is? It's a quadratic polynomial. Square is there. So some polynomial equal to 0. This is an equation. Okay. Now, this equation, what I'm going to do to solve this equation is, the step is I am going to factorize the polynomial part. Okay, this part I'm going to factorize. Can someone do it? You forget about this equal to 0. Just keep writing in every step. That's all. Okay, don't worry about it till the last step. So we're going to keep writing equal to 0, but left side we are going to factorize this. Okay, so that we get something like something into something is equal to 0. Okay, like that we should get some expression into some expression equal to 0. Can someone do it? Everyone remembers factorization, right? Just before the exam, we did a revision. I had assigned Khan Academy videos. We remember. Give me a thumbs up if you remember factorization. Give me a thumbs up if you remember factorization. Okay. Who can do it with me on the board for this particular question? Who can do it with me on the board? Who is willing to do it with me on the board? Raise your hands if you're ready. Same thing which we have done always. Okay, Riza, go ahead, since no one is going ahead. Wait 1 second. Someone else is also raised. Bindu is raised his hand. Let me go to Bindu this time. Yes, Bindu, go ahead.
Sir, x square. First we'll split that middle term, sir, 32x.
Okay, and how do we decide how to split? You're right. We will split this. Yeah, splitting the middle term. But how do we split? How do we decide how to split? You're right, Bindu. You're going good. You're absolutely right. We're going to split the middle term.
Sir, I don't know how to explain, sir, but
no problem. Tell me, what did you get?
Sir, we have to do 39x minus 7x. Sir.
You're saying 39x minus
7x.
Okay, and okay, can you tell me? This is right, Bindu. Okay, so far you're good. Okay, what you have done is taken 32x and you have made it into two terms, 39 minus 7. If you do this calculation, you will again get 32 only. Okay, that's what Bindu is doing. 39 minus 7, 39x minus 7 will give you 32x. She's basically doing that. Yeah. But we are splitting this term so that we can start taking common things out. How you are doing this splitting? Can anyone recap that for us? Can anyone recap that for us? If anyone other than Riza and Nishchay can recap, I'll be really happy. Yeah, go ahead, Deepak.
Sir, we have to pick number that any two number that said if we multiply them, if we add them, sir, we'll get 32, sir.
If we
And
add these two, we are getting 32, correct? And
so to find that two number, we have to multiply 1 and 273, sir.
okay.
Then we have to find the fact.
One, where are you getting 1 from? Can you tell where are you getting 1 from?
Sir, x square is
Here, the coefficient is 1 here. Okay. So what we have to we have to take the coefficient of x, that is 1, and the constant term. Yeah. Tell me, Deepak. So 1 into minus 273 is basically minus 273 only. Now, what do you do with this number?
So we have to find factors of that number, sir.
You have to find factors. Can you tell me what factors you're getting 273 ka? I'm going to prime factorize this, Deepak, so it becomes easier for me. Tell me, what do I get? Achha, you're saying you can find directly factor pairs. We can do that also. So 1 into 273 is an option. Any other option? Three, it is pakka divisible by 3, no, Deepak? 27 plus 3, 30. 30 is what? Can you divide it by 3 and tell? Deepak, are you speaking?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Deepak, tell. Three into Deepak, I can't hear you. MG, can you take it up from here?
Sir, 3 into 91.
3 into 91. How are you getting 273? Divide by 3 will give you 90, 27, 0, 3, 1. 3 into 91. What else will you get? What else will you get, MG?
Sir, in
What are you saying, MG? Okay, let me quickly recap this. Okay, here one simple way of doing is you're doing 1 into 273. Basically, it's minus also, so you're going to get minus 273. Okay, so one, if it is minus, means one of these two has to be minus. Okay, one of these two has to be minus. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide. I'm going to find the factors of 273. 273 is equal to 3 into 7 into 13. If you do this, you will get 273, 3. So this will become 91. 91 goes by 7. If I take it by 7, I'll get 1, 13, 13, 1. Okay, so I'm getting 3 into 7 into 13. But I don't need 3 terms. I need only 2 terms. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply 2, and I'm going to write. So one way of doing it is 1 into 273. Another way of doing it is I'll multiply these two into this. So it will become 21 into 13. Then I will get what? 3 into 91. 3 into 91. Then I'll get what? I'll multiply 3 into 13. That's going to be 39 into 7. Okay. Is any one of them going to give me 32? Yes. What is going to give me 32? 39 and 7. If I take one of them as minus, I will get 32. I'll get 32 if I take one of them as minus. So this also, I have to take one of them as minus, right? Because the number is this. So I'm going to get minus 273. And when I add 39 plus minus 7, I'll get 32. So this is my choice here. Okay. Are we good? Are we able to recall what the choice is here? Guys, this is all from class 8. We spent hours on it, and we spent quite some time. One period I had given for this revision and had assigned you videos. If you have watched that and you remember, then good. If you are finding it difficult to understand what I'm talking right now, I will urge you today only to rewatch the Khan Academy videos which we watched, which we were given just before the exam. Okay, rewatch them. Okay, so here we have this as the split. Bindu, can you take it up from here? Bindu, can you take it up from here? What comes next?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
So next we can write we can sir we can write x into x, sir.
X into. So
X.
basically, you're taking common right now. Okay,
Yes,
you're
sir.
trying to take common right now. Go ahead, Bindu.
X into x bracket x plus 39 bracket
Okay, so
close.
you're saying x bracket x plus 39, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Minus 7
minus 7. You have taken minus outside. So this minus also has come outside. Go ahead.
x plus 39.
X plus 39. Fantastic, Bindu. Okay, is equal to 0. I'm going to continue writing is equal to 0. This is no longer a polynomial. This is an equation. I'm going to continue writing is equal to 0. Guys, can I get a quick check in the chat box if this step is clear or not? If this step is clear or not, can I get a quick check in the chat box immediately? Fist to 5 if what Bindu did on the board is clear or not. Manisha, Dilruba, all those on the call, confirm it, please unmute and confirm. Okay, I am attempting to factorize, which means I'm trying to find some common thing which I can take outside so that everything becomes like common into common. I do that. So what I'm doing, I'm splitting this. Splitting this is one step. Then after splitting, I'm taking x common from these two. If I take x common from these two, I get x outside, x plus 39. That's basically nothing but a into b plus a into c. I'm writing as a into b plus c. Dilruba, are we good with this? Dilruba, are we clear with this or not? Hello?
Clear, sir.
Okay. Distributive property ka ulta I am doing. Okay. Instead of distributing, I am undistributing it. Okay. Now the important part is here a and b. Now second. Now what was the step? Bindu, can you tell me what will come?
Yes, sir. So now we can factor out that expression, sir, which is
Tell
in
me
the
how.
x plus 39, sir.
X plus 39 is common, right?
Yes, sir.
X. So you guys now you see this dabba x plus 39 is common. It is basically x into dabba minus 7 into dabba. Okay. So I can take the dabba outside and then I will get what? X minus 7 in the bracket. Okay. That's what I'm going to do now. So take the dabba outside, Bindu. Tell me what comes. So x plus 39 you have taken common outside. What is remaining in the bracket?
X minus 7, sir.
X minus 7 is equal to 0. Now, so far, right now, I have reached a point when the polynomial is completely factorized. Okay. The polynomial is completely factorized. Can I get a check in the chat box? Fist to 5, how are we feeling right now? How are you feeling about what we have done so far? The question is not yet over. We have only factorized till now. Okay. Question is not yet over, but how are you feeling about this factorization? Any pair where you are getting confused, getting lost, sir, how you did this step, sir, please ask me right now. Okay. People on the WhatsApp call, how are you guys feeling?
Yes, sir.
Dilruba, Mansa, Manisha. Guys, I'm not getting a response from everyone in the chat box. Abhi, I'm not getting a response from you. Shri Priya, I'm not getting a response from you. MG is given. Okay.
So clear for me.
Okay. All right. Move. Shri Priya, I'm not getting any response from you. Okay, I got one, but it was last question. Okay, moving ahead here. Now, Shri Priya, can you tell me if you're understanding or not? Can you just confirm that? I sent, sir. Okay. So we are here. Okay. Right now, what we have is in this situation, what we have is some number into some number is equal to 0. Okay. let's think about this. I have reached x plus 39 into x minus 7 is equal to 0. Basically, let's like this at flower into smile is equal to 0. Okay, this x plus 39 is flower, 1 dabba, x minus 7 is 1 dabba. Okay, finally x you will put some number, you will get one number only. No, this will become some number, right? This will also become some number, right? Now my question to people is, just think about this. Okay, leave this flower dabba. Let's think about this as a into b equal to 0. Okay, when a into b will be 0, can someone tell me? When forget everything we've done so far. Okay, don't worry about all of that. I just want you to tell me when a into b will be equal to 0, when will this become true? Can you say something about a, b? When you see a into b equal to 0, is there any thought that comes to your mind? When I'm multiplying two numbers, I'm getting the answer is 0. When will that happen? I see Deepak raising his hands. I see Manisha ready to answer. I'll wait for everyone to think for a minute. Yeah, other than Riza and Nishtay, of course. I'll wait for everyone to think for a minute. When can you say that I've multiplied two numbers? Answer is 0. Tulsi, you're absolutely right. Nishtay, you're absolutely right. Riza, you can send me privately if you want to answer. Okay. So yes, Tulsi, I will give you 5 points here. Actually, I'll give you 5 points here. Go ahead. I want to hear from someone who has raised their hands. Manisha, go ahead and tell.
Sir, either it or be any zero.
When either A or B, any one of them, okay? So Tulsi answered, Manisha answered, Abhi also answered in the chat box. And Bindu also answered, okay? So any one of these values, either A or B, is 0. That much is enough, okay? I'll give you guys 10 here because it's more a simple thinking step. Actually, I should give you 5 minutes, not big thinking, okay? Now here, so this is true when A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0, okay? This I want you to put in a box in the corner right now, okay? If this is the case, then what can I do with this equation? What can I do with this equation? Can someone tell me? What can I do with this equation? Yes, Dikshit, you are absolutely right. Dikshit, I like your correction. I'm going to give you 5 here. Dikshit is saying or both is equal or both are equal to 0 also. Okay, that's absolutely right, Dikshit. I missed it. Or both are equal to 0. That is also right. Both A and B are 0. Okay, 3 situations. In all these 3 situations, you get A into B equal to 0. Riza, you raising your hands? Was that for the same thing?
Sir, no, sir. You asked another question now.
Wait, Riza. Let someone who is thinking it freshly, let them think, no? Yeah. But I like your enthusiasm. No problem. Okay, so here my question is x minus 13 plus 39 into x minus 7 is equal to 0. What can I do with this? What can I do with this now? Okay, with this particular equation, I want you to think about this particular equation, and I want to think there is some A happening here, there is some B happening here. Okay, some flower into smile is happening here. What do you think I can write? Any thoughts? Anyone who has not learned this before? Okay, I want to hear it from Deepak. Go ahead, Deepak. दीपक नहीं यार, तुम्हारा अनम्यूटिंग ठीक से नहीं हो रहा है, आवाज नहीं आ रहा है, तो माइक में प्रॉब्लम है या तो कुछ और प्रॉब्लम है.
Hello, sir.
Remove your earphones and try. I don't know.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So, like, if we put in place of x, right? If we put like minus 36, it will be 0 then.
If we put in place of x minus 39, it will become 0. Correct, Deepak. Absolutely correct. But can we write like one step at a time? You're absolutely right, actually. I'll give I'll give you 10 points here. Okay. Deepak, you're absolutely right. One more, can you tell me? One more situation?
Plus 7.
Plus 7. If I put minus 39 plus 39, this part will become 0. Okay. If I put plus 7 minus 7, this part will become 0. Okay. So my solution or my roots of this equation are minus 39 and plus 7. Deepak, you are absolutely 100% right. So I'm giving you this. Dikshit, you are also right. Okay. So I'm going to give you MG. What? MG, I did not get you where you. Okay. MG has written steps. So MG, I'm going to give you 5. Deepak and Dikshit, I'm going to give you 10. Actually, all of 3 of you, I'm going to give you 10. Now, what is happening here, Deepak, Dikshit, and MG? I want you to just quickly understand the step, okay? A breakdown of how we are getting that, okay? Now, this is something, this whole part I'm going to rub, okay? So, actually, let it be in the between. So, I'm going to continue the question here, okay? From here, the next step I'm continuing here, okay? So, if x minus 39 into x minus 7 is equal to 0, it means, therefore, x plus 39 is equal to 0 or x minus 7 is equal to 0. Are we good with this? Or both are 0, of course. Or both are 0. I can write and or x minus 7 is equal to 0. Are we good with this step? Are we good with this particular step? Can I get a fist to 5 in the chat box? Yes, Manisha?
So in this case, both can't be 0, right?
Well, you're right. You're right. Actually, you're right, Manisha. Yes, both can't be 0 because both together means x will take different values. So we'll write or. Okay. But x can take both at some like whatever value. Okay, let's write or for now. You'll get it. Yeah, you're right. Actually, Manisha, absolutely right for that correction. So I'm going to give you 5 here. Okay, both can't be 0 together. You're right about that. But both can be 0 on different points of the graph. Okay. And that's how it happens. But right now, don't worry about it. You're absolutely right. Okay. So x plus 39 is equal to 0 or x minus 7 is equal to 0. Are we good, Dikshit?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear with this step? Which means, this is now what linear equation? No. What is the solution of this linear equation? I will take 39 to the other side. I'll take 39 to the other side. It will become minus 39. So
Minus 39.
x is equal to 0 minus 39. That's basically x is equal to minus 39. One side you are getting this x is equal to 0 plus 7 or x is equal to minus 7. And the side you are getting this. So, sorry, plus 7.
Plus 7.
So basically these two, therefore we say minus 39 and plus 7 are the roots of the given equation, given quadratic equation. Okay, how I'm saying this? Because it is basically the solution to be for this statement to be true. For this statement to be true, either this has to be 0 or this has to be 0 or both have to be 0. If this has to be 0, then I'm getting, then x has to be minus 39. If this has to be 0, then x has to be plus 7. So only these two values will satisfy the equation, will make the equation LHS equal to RHS, correct? So what we are doing in factorization method is we are factorizing it into linear factors. See, this is a linear factor. And then we are saying both linear factors are equal to 0. Okay. Either this is equal to 0 or that equal to 0. We're saying that and that's over. Okay. That's our logic here. That's basically finding the solution of this quadratic equation by factorization method. Now I want to hear in the chat box, how are we feeling about this whole thing? Fist to 5 in the chat box, please. And I'm going to quickly give you steps also, but right now, how are you feeling about this? Everyone on the WhatsApp call, how are you feeling about this whole thing? Fist to 5 while you're copying also, okay? but what's going on here? Yeah.
So like
This is steps for solving a quadratic equation by factorization. The first thing is write quadratic equation in the form p of x equal to 0. Means everything should be on the left side, right side should only have 0. Then only you should factorize, otherwise it will not go correct. Okay. Second step is factorize. Factorization ka step, you take your 8th class notebook and check, and we can rewatch the videos also. Okay. Factorize the polynomial p of x. Okay, that is the polynomial on the LHS. Okay, factorize the polynomial p of x on the LHS into two linear factors. This is important. Both these factors you are getting, that is one linear factor into another linear factor, is equal to 0. Okay, something like this you should get. Third step is equate each linear factor to 0. That's all. Once you do this, to find solution of each linear factor individually, right? You're finding first linear factor is first linear factor is x plus 39. This is becoming x equal to minus 39. This is the solution of this, right? So you're finding the solution of this linear factor. You're finding the solution of this linear factor. When you do this, you are going to get the. So finally, the solution of each linear factor will be the, actually, or we can write like this, both the solutions will be the roots of the given equation. Okay, leave that step unnecessary. So this is our steps. Let me check, guys. Only 2 people have responded when I asked Fist5 about this whole thing. Only 2 people have responded. That's okay. No more people have responded. Riza, Dikshit, Abhi, Asgar, Nishchay, MG. These many people have gotten back for whether they have understood everything or not. I'm waiting for everyone else. This is steps. Okay, Shripriya. Okay, Deepak. This is my steps. Okay. So I am going to factorize, which will make something like one bracket into another bracket is equal to 0. Whatever is in that bracket, you write that is equal to 0 first. So this is bracket 1, this is bracket 2. So bracket 1 is equal to 0 and bracket 2 is equal to 0. Both of this will give you 1 root. That's all. Okay. Now you should know how to factorize. That's important. That is a thing we need to really practice. I'll give you a homework for factoring. Actually, we'll directly do this only. Why do spend time in factorization alag se? So I'll give you a homework. Right now, okay, we're going to wrap this class up, guys. Anyone has any doubts here? I'm going to give you homework about factorization. Okay, I'm going to send you a. Actually, you know what? If I send it later, it might be quite late. Let me quickly tell you. Write a few questions here only. Okay, please copy this from the screenshots, guys. I've shared the screenshots, and I want you to write down the homeworks. Okay. So first homework is exercise 4.2 question 1. Okay, exercise 4.2 question 1. And this is one thing, and I want you to okay, wait, before this, okay, let's do example 3, 4 and 5, and then you do exercise 4.1, 4.2. Deepak, what's the chapter number? Do you know? Is it 4 only?
No, sir, 10.
10, no? Okay, thank you, Manisha. Exercise 10.2. So basically, exercise 2 of this chapter, question 1. Okay, this is your homework. So the examples, go through the examples and then do this exercise. If you are struggling in, see, there are irrational numbers also here. So if you are struggling in any of the examples, no problem. We will spend time discussing, especially the ones of the type root 2, root 3, and all of that. We will spend some time discussing, but I don't want you to just depend on that because you're quite comfortable with in that as per my understanding. So go through this, do this much and come. Yeah, we're wrapping up this class, guys. Any thoughts while we wrap up? Yes, Riza, go ahead, tell me.
Sir, can you factorize this polynomial? Sir, 9x square minus 9x minus 2.
Minus
2.
2. Okay. So what we have is